Hey, it's Carmolaye. I'm back. Scratchy voice and all. I'm back. Carmolaye here. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone is doing well. This is something that I just thought of speaking about this morning, or I thought about this morning. I meant to say, this is afternoon now of me doing this live stream. It's after 12:30. So, but anyway, what I wanted to talk about today, this will be very short, by the way. I seen something this morning on YouTube. I'm not going to say the exact YouTube channel because I don't want to shout that person out to get them offended if they get word about me saying this. But the reason why I wanted to say something about what I'm going to say is because I know that a lot of people have misconceptions and misunderstandings about mudras. And mudras, they're different hand positions, hand gestures that one can use to help heal the body and help heal certain and cleanse certain energies in the body, in the auric field and things like that. So if you were to do your own research on that, on mudras, you can type up mudras, hand positions, in the search bar of YouTube, for example. And you'll find many videos and content creators that speak about mudras. Okay. There is a YouTube channel called The Yoga Institute. And there's a video entitled 5 Best Mudras for Total Wellness. Dr. Hansaji Yogentra. That's the title of that video. I'm going to spell that. Don't worry. Because I don't think I'm saying that name right. And I apologize for mispronouncing that name. But that is the title of that video, though. So the video is called 5 Best Mudras for Total Wellness. And then I'm going to spell out the doctor's name for you in case you want to check that out yourself. Dr. Hansaji or Hansaji, that's spelled Hansaji. And then the last name of that doctor is Yogendra. I'm not even going to try to say that doctor's name again. I know I mispronounced that. But anyway, that video on the Yoga Institute YouTube channel, that's one of many examples of content here on YouTube that one could check out if they're interested about different hand mudras that help heal certain ailments of the body and help cleanse energies that are negative, and help release negative energies out of the body and things like that, and out of the chakra system and things like that, right? But there's plenty of other content that one could find, not just from the video and YouTube channel that I just named, but that is a good one to start off looking at if you never heard about that before or never learned about mudras before. You know what I'm saying? But mudras have really helped me, man. I learned about that and I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna start doing that shit for myself because, I need all the help I can freaking get from all these heavy spiritual attacks I've been receiving and things like that. And I know I'm not the only one that utilizes that shit. I had to learn from somewhere, right? I had to learn from some other source about that. So that's how I learned, But mudras are not bad, y'all. I know that we may see things on social media and things like that with different people in the media who are in entertainment and things like that. And there are many alleged claims of them being in dark occult practices and things like that. And there's, people in the public eye in entertainment that are truly part of dark occult practices. And it's clear, You know what I'm saying? In their demeanor, things like that. But I'm not here to shout out celebrities who are in dark occult practices. But I will mention that I have noticed, before I even learned about what mudras were, I have noticed that a lot of celebrities do the hand gesture mudras and things like that. And actually, years ago, like in 2011 to 2011, 2012, some year around there, about 12 years ago, something like that. When I first seen hand mudras, the first time I've seen that was years ago, and I seen certain celebrities do their hands a certain way, and the media sort of kind of demonized hand mudras because of certain celebrities who are allegedly in dark occult practices and things like that. And some platforms and some content I have seen in the past have demonized freaking mudras because of certain people in entertainment who are in dark occult practices who, pose on pictures with the hand mudras and things like that. I'm not going to shout out any celebrities and I don't do that. But I'm just saying, when I first learned about mudras, I learned about it, or I heard about it in a negative way before I even did my own research about it. Mudras are not bad just because we see certain celebrities that we know are in dark occult practices. Just because they pose in pictures and they have the hand mudras does not mean that hand mudras are evil or demonized or anything. It's nothing to do with none of that. Mudras help heal the body. The hand mudras, the hand gestures, using mudras and things like that helps heal the body. And only one on their spiritual journey, would understand that, because, that is a spiritual subject to learn, But I don't like how some people on their content demonize mudras just because they see certain negative people in the media pose with hand mudras on their pictures, and they just say, dang, this and this and this, and they say a certain remark trying to demonize the hand mudra that a particular negative person is, posing on their pictures or whatever on social media or whatever like that. Hand mudras really do help heal the body. Okay. As you learn more about that, if you're on your spiritual journey, target individuals, chosen ones, and good-hearted people, if you don't know about mudras and you're on your spiritual journey, I would advise that one could, please be open-minded about learning about that, because that truly does help. When I do certain mudras, I sometimes feel automatic release of negative energy off of me and things like that. And I know that mudras help. They do not hurt. Okay. And what had me inspired to speak about this today on this vlog talk session today was there was something I seen on someone's content here on YouTube, and they were talking about, or they were discussing about, a case that has been broadcasted, and everyone knows about a certain celebrity right now who's a male who has been sued and has been exposed for certain wrongdoings towards certain people. Okay. And not going to name that person's name, but if y'all know about a case going on and a certain woman speaking out about that person, just know that just because certain people are negative in the media, just because they are openly in dark occult practices and things like that. And everyone has, free will to choose what they choose. I just do not respect when people spiritually attack me just because of their dark occult practices. Be in your dark occult practices, but why you gotta attack me for? You feel me? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't think all dark energy is cursed energy. I believe in duality, and I know that light does not exist if darkness did not exist. I do know that. Okay. I've done my own research to know that to be true, But there was some content that I seen, and it was this, it's a man, and it's his channel, and he was speaking of things that was regarding a certain court case that has been openly in the media and social media, in the music, and this man is in the music industry, right? Or entertainment industry, I should say. And, this particular male has been exposed for wrongdoings and things like that. And there was a picture that was shown in that person's content. And that man who has been exposed for certain wrongdoings, he had a mudra. He posed in his picture a hand mudra. I'm going to try to explain it so you understand in the visual, in your visual mental space, what I mean. There's a hand mudra that kind of has one's hand like a triangle shape. Like you put all your fingers together and you put it a certain way, and it kind of forms a triangle shape, upside down, or however that person posed in that picture or image or whatever on social media. And this content creator was talking about how, because he had that hand mudra, he was posing like that in one of his pictures. He said a remark like, "Oh man, he's making it so obvious, right? Dang." Trying to insinuate that, he's, he was trying to insinuate that his hand gesture was of, negativity when it was not. Even though that person is a negative person and has been exposed for certain wrongdoings, that person ended up having a mudra pose in his picture. And the content creator that was talking about that had noticed that hand mudra that person was doing in the picture. And he kind of made a remark saying, "Oh man, it's just making it obvious, that he's in dark occult practices." But that's not exactly what he said. But he did say the words, "Oh man, he's making it obvious, ain't he?" Trying to make a little, insinuation that just because he's in dark occult practices, the man that was, talked about in a person's content or whatever, or video, just because he was doing that mudra sign with his hands in the picture, he was trying to insinuate that was a negative thing just because he was doing that. And that person just happens to be a negative person that was exposed for wrongdoings and stuff recently. Okay. And I was like, man, what he was doing was not evil, even though he's an evil person. And this particular man has been exposed for wrongdoings recently, towards a particular woman, but I wanted to set the record straight, with that, because I use mudras in my, I'm not going to say daily life. I should begin to do this in my daily life, in my day-to-day, life every day, because I've learned that when you use mudras every day, it's very good for the body, very good for cleansing negative energy in the body and releasing it and things like that, But mudras are not bad, y'all, just because we see certain celebrities who we may think are in dark occult practices, or we know for sure that they are in dark occult practices, whatever. Just because we see certain people in the media do hand mudras and signs does not mean that they're satanic. Even if they're in satanic type of cults, it does not mean that they're satanic doing the hand mudras that they're doing. Hand mudras are for everyone, okay? Mudras are for everyone to use to help cleanse negative energy from the body, okay? And, there's plenty of content here on YouTube and, other platforms that speak about informative information about mudras and how they help and heal the body and things like that. And when you use mudras long term, every day, or a lot of days of the week, that really helps in the long run with our health in positive ways, of course, and other things that help me a lot, because I am into holistic healing type of things. I'm studying more about that, as I'm led to, but I am a big fan of holistic healing and not going to the doctor as much and not taking prescription medicine as much, even stopping or using, aspirin less for headaches. You know what I'm saying? I'm really been lately practicing holistic healing for myself because I know that it helps me, and I would, what's the word I'm looking for? I would encourage, that's the word I was looking for. I would encourage anyone to, practice holistic healing or study about it if you need more, knowledge about that type of thing. I still got to do my freaking research on certain aspects of holistic healing for myself because I'm interested in it. So, I don't know everything. You feel me? I just know what I know and I share what I share, but I never claim to know everything. I never claim to, be a know-it-all. I just know what I know and I know what I'm led to share, and I just, do that, and as long as the universe knows my true intentions and source, the Most High God knows my true intentions, I don't care what other people think negative of me, it just doesn't matter to me, But other things that help heal the body, that has helped me a great deal is listening to light language. I probably have mentioned light language before on something else I've said in the past, but on another video or something. But I know I spoke about that type of thing on my podcast. Probably the one I did this year. When I spoke about different, I think I have that in one of my series episodes entitled The Seriousness of Projections that I have on my podcast that I did this year, 2023. All the links to my podcasts are in the description box below, okay? But if one is interested, okay? But I spoke about that on my podcast about things that help me and things that can help other people, and other people utilize this as well on their spiritual journey. That's how I learned. I learned from another spiritual person on their content. So that's how I learned, But things that I use personally that help, release negative energy and help heal my body is mudras. I use mudras, but I'm going to make myself use mudras more, because I know how much that heals and helps with, releasing negative energy from the body and things like that. And it helps with, things for the health, like, all kinds of things. Okay. Do your research if you need. Okay. But other things that I use or listen to that help heal my body and my energy and help heal my auric field and my energy and things like that in my body. Light language, I really enjoy listening to that. And certain light language, I notice, certain negative energies release out of my body as I listen to it, I channel light language myself. I started channeling light language back in April of this year, 2023, when I first got my very, very first light language transmission for myself. Just out the blue, and I don't share that on public type of content, but I have channeled light language in my own time, during my meditation time and things like that at times, but a good light language, there are many great light language YouTube channels, but the one that I use the most is the LNL Awakening YouTube channel. I really like her style and the different light language transmissions that she does. Sometimes the topics that I see on her titles for different light language transmissions, I'd be like, dang, I never thought of a light language for that purpose or for that purpose. And I'm like, cool. So I would suggest anyone who is interested in light language type of content for their healing journey, okay, or their spiritual journey overall, I would advise for you to check out a light language YouTube channel called LNL Awakening. That is a YouTube channel I use every week. I might not listen to light language every single day, but I know every week I at least listen to that at least 3 times a week, at least. And that's just me thinking about it and not just doing it purposely, whatever. When I have the urge to listen to that, I just do so. And, that really helps me a great deal, Some other things I listen to that I know help heal the body as well from the research that I've done. Listening to mantras or chants, mantra type of chants, like the one that I'm really listening to right now, currently, every day, or at least 4 times, 5 times a week. Mantras like, what is that YouTube channel called? Dang it. I think it's called Diane Guru, Dr. Nipon Agarwal. It's called Diane Guru, Dr. Nipon Agarwal. That name is somewhere in the title of that YouTube channel. But you can just type in Diane Guru mantras. You can type that in. DHYANGURU. You can type that in all one word, no spaces if you want. And then you can type in Diane Guru mantras here on YouTube. And there are plenty of mantras for different things and different ways to heal certain things of the body and the energy of the body, like the Om, like that. I like to listen to that one and chant the Om chant. I actually did that this morning. I always feel better after I do that. There's a chant on that YouTube channel, Om 108 times. And I've actually chanted the Om 108 times. And after I chant that 108 times, I always feel better. I always feel like there's been a lot of negative energy released out of me. And I know that it helps the body for sure. And there's plenty of comments in the comment section of all the videos from that content creator that have a lot of testimonies of how those different mantras have helped them in tremendous, positive ways, But I really like listening to the mantras like that. The Ramadasa chant, I like that. That helps to cleanse the auric field, like that, the aura, What's another one I really like? There's plenty of other mantras. There's mantras for magical healing. There's a mantra for attracting positive energy. or attractiveness or something like that. There's a lot of mantras for different things, but I only stick to that mantra type YouTube channel, the Diane Guru, Dr. Nipon Agarwal YouTube channel. I might have mispronounced the last name of that, but I know Diane Guru. You can type in Diane Guru mantras and all that'll pop up. You know, the DHYAANGURU, and then mantras, and then here on YouTube, and you'll go right to that YouTube channel. And if you want to check out mantras for yourself, you can. That has really helped me a lot. I go to sleep to frequency music, different frequencies, that help heal the body, solfeggio frequency, things like that, binaural beats, like the 741 hertz, that helps releases, or it's a detox frequency, and to help release, negative energy from the body. There's different ones, but all of them are great for the body to release negative energy, in my opinion, when it comes to the different frequency hertz, like 432 hertz, 528 hertz, things like that. 741 hertz, there's different hertz, that do different things for the body, but all in positive ways though. I like to go to sleep to frequency music as well, like that. That has really helped me a lot. I've been listening to in the very first YouTube channel that I even looked up for that type of frequency music back 5 years ago in 2018, when I first had my very, very first spiritual awakening of my life and began my spiritual journey, for the first time in my life back then. Excuse me. But yeah, I listened to the very first YouTube channel I listened to with that was and still listen to that YouTube channel to this day. I sometimes sleep to their frequency music too still, but I alternate what I sleep to. The different music I sleep to, I'll kind of alternate and I'll change up. Sometimes I listen to the flute music to sleep. Sometimes I listen to the frequency music to sleep. Sometimes I'll listen to the singing bowls type of music to sleep, or meditate to, But those all help, heal the body and release negative energy from the body, things like that. That's just summing it all up. You can do your own research and figure out which ones, heal a specific ailment of the body. You'll have to do your own research to find out those type of things in detail. But overall, mudras, mantras, and light language and frequency music, positive frequency music, those all, help heal certain ailments of the body and release negative energies from the body. Overall, that's what they do, But please do your own research if you need to, I still take my allergy medicine sometimes. I might occasionally take some aspirin for my headache sometimes, but I have been doing my part to wean myself off of, over-the-counter type of medicine and things like that, because I do really want to go all the way into holistic healing, in the future, in my journey, and that's just what I want to do for myself. I'm not discouraging anyone who takes prescription pills for different things or over-the-counter medicines for certain things. I'm not discouraging people to use that. Okay. I'm just saying, from the research I've done and from things that I've learned, things like that, I just know that for me, for my body, for what I deal with, especially from the spiritual attacks that I deal with and things like that, for me and for my body, I know that holistic healing is the best route for me to go, so when I do the hand mudras, when I listen to light language, when I listen to certain type of positive frequency music and things like that, that helps me. Good Vibes Binaural Beats is a very great YouTube channel for positive, frequency music. That's like the first YouTube channel I came across when I first became, on my spiritual journey, 5 years ago. But I like how my journey has been going. I've had plenty of dark night of the soul times and plenty of times when I had to do shadow work and things like that. But even during those dark times, I still overall enjoy what I learn from everything I go through, even when it's unpleasant things. I enjoy learning and progressing in my awareness and, things like that. So I just take the bitter with the sweet, and I don't let, negative energies and other negative things, affect how I feel about myself and how I feel about life and things like that. I just know that negative things happen, and a lot of people love projecting negative energy, via, evil spell work and things like that, and I do not think that all spell work is bad. I don't, but there is evil spell work that I know has been put on me, okay, and still being put on me. But the way I transmute that negative energy is I do what I do when I pray and when I meditate and when I do things I need to do to help, help my energy become more positive and release the negative energy that has been projected onto me from evil spell work and things like that, But anyway, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to mention. I don't think so. So I just had the urge today to give my thoughts and give my 2 cents about Mudra Misunderstandings, because I don't know. I understand why some people would think that it's demonizing and all that, but that is not the case. Just because you may see certain celebrities that are in dark occult practices or allegedly in dark occult practices, just because you see certain people that seem to be in dark occult practices or they really are in that, if you see them doing the mudra signs, that does not mean that the mudras itself are evil. Just because certain people may be shown in pictures and videos and other things like that, it does not mean the mudras itself are negative. Just because we see certain negative people pose like that in pictures. That's what I really want to say. So hopefully I wasn't too confusing. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. Stay encouraged, stay elevated, and stay empowered. I'm out, y'all.